Leaving Corbin. I had done a bunch of these videos already, and a couple of them I said Oak Grove. Obviously, it's a slip of the tongue, but could it be subconsciously? It's just hard for me to really grasp that it's October the 11th. It's a beautiful day here. Hopefully, it's a beautiful day wherever you are too, but it's still October the 11th, and man, it's really hard. It just feels like yesterday we were heading over to qualify the babies at the Meadows or getting ready to qualify at Northfield, and to quantify that being just in my mind yesterday to today, it's really hard to do. So maybe just a slip of the tongue, but I am indeed leaving Corbin right now, heading back to Northfield. My day started early, 5:30, 5:40. I was up and on the move. 5 hours and 35-minute drive down to Corbin. Got a couple of fours, but both fillies did what they could. Leaving the gate, my whip somehow got stuck in Andy McCarthy's bike when he made a break and snapped the whip right out of my hand. So I raced Jolene Hall without a whip. Not that she responds to the whip rather well anyway, and it wouldn't, quite frankly, it wouldn't have mattered. She ended up a beaten fourth and then a poor last quarter. I think she was just sick. I know she was just sick. And as I said to Eric, just pull the plug, turn her out in the field. This time of year, there's no way. Babies don't respond the same way they do at the start of the year. They might get a little sick, and then you run the antibiotics through them, run some fluids through them, train them up, and they come back to life. They're tired. It's the end of the year. Jolene Hall, I just think that makes very little sense to worry about running antibiotics, or if she's eating her food, she's not spiking a temperature, just leave her alone. Watch her for a few days, and then if everything looks fine, just kick her out in the field. She'll be fine. Now the other filly, Degas, raced her butt off. Almost made a break leaving. She steadied herself rather well at the car and ended up dropping in the 5-hole. Now, Scotty's horse left well, Dexter's horse left well, Toddy's horse left well from the inside, and then Timmy's coming from the outside. And I could have looked to drop Timmy in the 4-hole. I don't think he's going in the 4-hole anyway. He knows there's 2 long shots between the favorite and him, who's easily, I guess, second favorite. Then you have 2 long shots in between. He's not going to leave to drop in the 4-hole in front of me. I'm going to flush him at what the half, and he's going to have to come a long journey first over into the favorite that's got everything her own way thus far. He just kept going, and I don't blame him. And he gets stretched a little bit, so I'm thinking, geez, the horse in the front's a little vulnerable. The horse in the 2-hole is the one to beat. Scott is not coming. And Dexter's horse, I don't think is good enough. Dexter's half in and half out starting in the backstretch. He wants to get Scotty out. When it's obvious he's not coming, he just drops back down. And I come with Degas as tight as I can come. I'm thinking if Timmy's horse is even the slightest bit soft in the last turn, I might get him headed. If I can get him headed, get my wheel in front of his, Toddy's not getting up the inside. Maybe he stays pinned in. Maybe I'll win the race. Or if he's really bad, maybe I clear him in the last turn and I win the race. Either way, I'm coming to race. And I came with her pretty hard getting in the last turn. She raced so good, being off for quite a little bit of a while. And you can tell Eric had her ready to go. She was on her toes and raced as good as she could. And it was no joke. I'm not going to say, I'll beat them next week. No. But she will be a contender through the end of this series in Corbin. She looked very, very good in racing today. I was very pleased with her today. So great job by Eric and Kathy. Not their fault. There's nothing you can do with respect to our girl Jolene. Just went a little bit sick. Bad time of the year to do it. And that will do it for 2025 for our girl Jolene Hall. But, didn't have the superb year that I thought we would, but obviously showed enough to lead me to believe anyway that she's going to be a pretty good sophomore filly for us, and certainly going to be a decent filly for 2025. Now, as I'm heading down the road, I'm happy with Degas, and I'm angry at the Cowboys. Amy, I don't bet sports ever. Never bet sports. I don't bet in general, but I don't bet sports. But Amy, we have a football pool that we're in. We each get a couple of picks, and you have to pick the team every week. You win, you move on. You lose, you're out. And my wife, God love her, she is a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, and I have come to truly hate them over the last 2 or 3 years because they never win when you need them to. When you sit down with my wife to watch a game, they always lose. I caught snippets of last week's game. They played very good last week. So, against every fiber of my being, I picked them today. And got to watch the last 4 minutes of the game in Corbin. Never again will I ever take Dallas. Ever. If it come down to the last week and I had to pick Dallas, I'll just forfeit. I would rather watch a regional ping pong championship than watch Dallas play. From now on. Done. I can't believe they lost. Anyway, it's football, I guess. That's sports for you. That's why you don't bet sports. So I left Corbin a little sweet and a little salty. Salty over the loss of the Cowboys and a little sweet on the way that Philly race, man. Thank God. She's just such a likable horse. Such a likable filly for sure. And then the other filly, it's just not her fault. Just not her day. A little bit ill. And she can, as I said there, just watch her for the next couple of days. Make sure she's eating good. And then we'll kick her out in the field. And got a little bit of a surprise also. Leaving Corbin on my way down the road, I got to watch Woodmere Betcha raced rather well. I thought she might have actually been a bit of an outside winner in the last turn. I said, geez, looks like she's going to take a run at this horse, and then kind of fizzled out coming out of the turn. Somebody picked her off for second, but she raced rather well to be third, just beat for second to finish third. I thought the filly raced rather well. So the first part of the day, my first part of the day is over. As you know, I'm in the late, the 13th and 15th tonight at Northfield Park. Rock Shining Star will race for Ronnie Wren. In the earlier part of the program, I simply can't be there. Even if I wanted to, I can't be there tonight in time to go with him, but I can be there for the last two. Now, my clock says I'm home at 9 o'clock. I have to be racing shortly after 10. A long day, a long Sunday. I plan on waking up tomorrow. I'd like to train Cherry's girl tomorrow or Tuesday. I can't Tuesday, so it'll be me tomorrow or somebody on Tuesday in preparation of next Saturday's race. I am going to make my way tomorrow afternoon over to Ontario. I'm going to go and look at babies on Tuesday morning with Jason and James, and then we are going to look to acquire at least one Ontario bred tomorrow in Ontario. So that's what went on today. I still can't get over it. It is October. It's truly hard to believe. I mean, I love the fall. I love the fall. It's my favorite time of year. Of course, we all love the summer, but I love the fall, and it just feels like it got here just a hair too early this year. But it's here, nevertheless, no matter what I think. So a great job today in Corbin by Eric and Kathy, and certainly by Degas. And don't worry about Jolene Hall. She's going to be a nice filly. Just a little sick today. Not the greatest timing for her. And then hopefully tonight, good luck to everybody with a great job again with Woodmere Betcha, to Jamie Smith also. She looked very, very good. And then tonight we have Rock Shining Star, Foxy Seaside, and Greatest Ending to close out the day. So a couple of 4s today in Corbin, a 3 in Prince Edward Island. Not a bad day so far. Not bad. Hopefully we have a better night tonight. Take care.